Hey folks, it's Charlie here from Charlie in the Rain, and I'm so excited to be kicking off my first interview of 2026 today with a band I've been listening to for half a decade now. I am joined here today with Noah from the Rions. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. This is both of our first interviews of the year.
Yeah,
Same with me.
we're at that scary point where it's like it still feels like it's the aftermath of like the Christmas New Year's week, but we're like, what,
Big time.
3, 4 weeks into the year? It's too much for me
Sure.
already.
No, I know. I'm looking like I just had Christmas. I've just, been at the gym today, working on it, getting that ham out of me.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's so valid because y'all have been nonstop for, I want to say, like the past 6 months or so. It is nonstop in the Ryans world. You've got like a version, debut album release, touring Oz, touring like the UK. You did Spilt Milk. Oh my gosh, how are you coping
Yeah.
after that? How has this period been after all of that hecticness?
I was very excited that after we'd finished all of that, we got to just hang out at Christmas time and New Year's. We had such a fun time just cruising. But that, like 3.5, 4 months, was just like the best. It was so much fun. All the shows we did were awesome. The Spilt Run was incredible. Obviously, I got to meet a lot of cool people as well. The headline Oz tour was crazy. That was like, I didn't think we'd ever do venues like that. Obviously, we got the Live at the Wireless coming
Mm.
out. I don't know when this interview comes out.
Yeah, it'll
But
be
yeah,
out.
okay, it'll be out. Cool. We just had Live at the Wireless come out for the Enmore show that we did, which was, I think I will say for the rest of my life that it was the best show I've ever done. Like, it was, as far as what it held, we'd been wanting to play that venue for years. So yeah, everything about that tour was incredible. The UK was so much fun. It was very cold when we were in Amsterdam as well, so I got to wear my jacket and my hoodie and my long sleeve and my tank top all at the same time. Yeah, it was like crazy.
Mm.
So much fun. Loved it.
Yeah, I've been living in the most like state of FOMO. I'm seeing you all update everything you're doing, and I'm like, okay, like I'm jealous, but also I value my sleep. Have you all been
Sure.
like, has it been nonstop where it's like, oh, I'm now like realizing I'm catching up on sleep, my body is exhausted, or have you been cruising through with the rockstar life?
I Look. Actually, I sleep. I think I slept better when I was on tour because since I got back, we've obviously still been doing band stuff. Like we've been like hanging out every day, doing like working on whatever our next project is or whatever, like stuff like that. So we haven't really stopped working. But
Mm.
I'm like a really big football fan, so I stayed up the other night to watch a football game that finished at like 1:30 in the morning,
Mm.
and that has fully ruined my sleep schedule. For the past week, I've been waking up at 10. I'm like a 7
Mm.
a.m. wake up and then maybe like go to the gym or just be lazy. But either way, I'm waking up early in the morning and going to bed at like 10:30. But I'm like 1:30 to 10. Like at the moment, it's ruined me. But sleep schedule's okay. We're working on it. We'll get it back to normal eventually.
Eventually, it's that January haze though. Like you're permitted to wake up at 10 a.m. It's completely
Yeah,
fine.
sure. Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm wasting half the day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just goes
that's
by so
valid.
quick. Mm.
Yeah. It's okay. You've got what? A month or so left to iron it all out because you're heading back on the road. You've got a
We are
regional
indeed.
tour coming up. You're going like,
Yes.
what is it? It's like 2, 3 months. It's a pretty decent
Yeah.
time
Oh,
period.
it's gonna be a while. I'm so excited. I love touring so much. I think it's the best. Especially when we got to tour with the people that we tour with. Our crew is so awesome. So we're just like always chatting on our group chats. Like, this tour is gonna be sick. So excited. Like Monavelle show is local. You boys want to stay at our place? Works well for us. Like, we just have them all. We host everyone, and it's so much fun. I love touring so much. So I'm very excited. We're doing a couple of venues that we haven't, like a couple of like regions that we haven't done before. I think that's the cool thing about regional tours is we really get to explore like Australia and get to like see a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, when we go to the UK, you get to like see everything for the first time. But like Australia, you don't really get that feeling as much anymore. So I'm excited to see a bunch of cool places.
Yeah, and you mentioned like you're blowing up your own like inner crew group chats about this. I have been so many group chats where like the Ryans has been a buzzword. Everyone is chatting. They're like, okay, like what's our closest, what's our furthest away show? Can we get there? Like everyone
Sure.
has been buzzing about y'all for so long since the album news
Cool.
came out. But with this
Yeah.
regional tour, there are so many people chatting about it. So many people like, this will be my first time seeing this band because they're finally coming close to me. It's such an exciting sort of sentiment. I'm so excited just to see everyone's videos and see everyone's reactions for getting to see you for the first time, getting to see you in their hometowns. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited, and I feel like it's just been this like, that's awesome. By the way, I feel like I never really like expect our name to pop up in just people's general lives and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just been this kind of upward trajectory since we were like since 5 or 6 years ago. Like it's just been this whole thing that I feel like I'm taking. You know, everything's going by so quick. I just want to take it for for everything that it is, and I want to sit in the moment for a little bit because it's just like you don't know when this could all be over. So, like, oh no, we're not. Nothing's happening. We're not ending. This wasn't a. I'm just saying. I'm trying to like.
Yeah.
I want to go forever. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I hope that we were able to go forever. So I'm just like really enjoying every moment. I'm so excited for the regional tour. I'm so excited to be back out, in our home country and see everyone. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, no, I fully get what you're saying though. You don't know if after this tour you're going to be ever be playing these venues again because you could be playing like arenas on the next tour after this. You could like, skyrocket. You could like be visiting these venues again next time. You never know what's going to happen in the music
Sure. I
industry.
mean,
So
I'd
it's
love.
very
I mean, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to like have that kind of blow up moment. But I'm really enjoying this. Like, I feel like we worked pretty hard for what we've got. Kind of vibe. It wasn't like a one thing happened and we just went straight to arenas. Like, we've been touring for almost 5 or 6 years now. So, and we're still not doing the venues that we want to do, which is exciting. I feel like we get to work towards something. If we went straight to a core stadium, 2 months into being a band, it wouldn't feel real. So yeah, I feel like it's like we're really like that was why I feel like that Enmore moment was so special because 7 or 8 years ago we looked at Enmore Theatre as like something that we wanted to do one day, and so like the fact that we got to do it recently, it felt like it was like everything had built up for it. Yeah, I feel like if we'd gotten that opportunity a year into it, it wouldn't have felt as special as it did.
Yeah. That's so valid. But speaking of those artists that are looking up to these big events, big touring destinations, and big crowds, it's such a special moment. And what I love about what y'all are doing on this upcoming tour and your previous Oz tour, all of your tours, you bring the best support acts. We've got like the up and coming acts where it's like the acts you have on this upcoming tour: Chloe Pache, Bella Amore, Hey So Hungry, Gordon's Grandson. These are some of the best brewing names we have in this country.
Yeah.
Some of these people, I'm like, they could be the next it thing in Australia. The industry just needs to catch up. And you've got them. You've collected these folks. You're bringing them on tour with you. That is so cool. How did these openers line up for y'all?
These were handpicked. These were like people that we had seen play live or heard online or something like that, and we'd just gone, man, this is like crazy. We're obviously management and the people behind the scenes sent us an extensive list, and I feel like when we first looked at this list, a lot of names kind of just popped out and we went, that just makes sense. Obviously Chloe had played with us at Enmore, blew me away. I remember like I was in this green room, which is like in Enmore Theatre, it's kind of down the ground. I heard her first song and I ran up the stairs and was just like side stage, just listening to the whole show. It was awesome. So obviously a Leica version just came out and that was incredible. The Gordon's Grandson story is one that I love because we saw his first ever live show. He was supporting Holly Hebe at a venue called The Loft in Sydney, I think is where it was. And he walked out and he goes, oh, this is my first ever live show. And we were just there watching Holly and supporting Holly. I'd gone up just to play a song with her. And I remember this being like, oh, okay, cool, first show. Like, I'm sure that, they'll be pretty good. I could not express how impressed I was to the point where me, Tom, and Harley were all there. We were all sitting on the stairs looking down at the stage, and we all just kept going to each other like, like, how good is this? So when he'd come off stage, obviously I gave him his moment to relax and whatever. But man, afterwards I was just like, I had to just tell him. I was like, that was incredible. And since we've been trying to work out how to get Gordon's grandson on a show, and this lined up perfectly. So very, very excited. I'm excited for people to see this because it's just so awesome. And yeah, other sports, incredible. Everyone on there, I'm so excited for them to play. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love when you have that moment and you see someone and it's like they're not giving themselves enough credit for what they're doing. These artists, I'm obsessed with them. I'm so excited to see Bella Ramore play with y'all because I love her so much. I'm like, that's going to be such awesome. A magic moment.
Yes. Yeah. I don't believe I've met Bella before, so I think it's going to be an awesome full circle moment. I think we have the same management team, which is pretty cool. So like, I've heard so much about her and I've seen so much of her, but I've just never really got to the point where we cross paths. So I was very excited for that to line up as well.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, she is like the biggest sweetheart in the world. It's like, how is she even human? Because she's so lovely.
Amazing. Okay. Yes, and amazing artist. So I'm very excited to see a live show. That's one thing I find really cool is like, when we started out this band thing, it was like all we wanted to do was just support acts that we love and see how they function and see like what their live show is like. The behind the scenes of it all is so like enticing to me. I would love to see like what the Coldplay or like Sabrina Carpenter or Harry Styles is like behind the scenes, because that is like just this big thing. But like at the time it was like we wanted to see what Lime Cordiale and Ocean Alley and Stacey Jane was like. How do they function the entire show day? But now I feel like we get to, you know, I wouldn't say give these people a chance because they are amazing artists, and I don't think that we are, you know, the dirt on their shoe compared to how incredible they are. But I do love to see bands that like maybe people don't know and just like be like, guys, look at this. How cool is this? You know what I mean? And just like hear them play live, because I find myself a lot more now, not only listening to more music, but like when it comes to the live scene, I'm not like sitting away in a dark corner. When someone's supporting or opening, I'm like, let's see what they got. Let's go have a listen. Like I'm side stage, like digging every moment of it. Yeah. So if you are coming to a show, and this might go out on you, if you come into a show, come early. There's some awesome support acts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And also just like, come early to every show you have the tickets to. Those openers, you're going to be kicking yourself when you realize a few years down the track, wait, I had a chance to see them before they blew up, before that big moment when my favorite song came out. Like, it's such a missed opportunity to not get out there early.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree. Time James Organ was one of those that, like, I went and saw Lime Cordiale. This is at the Enmore. First ever show we went to on our own, the four of us. We went and saw Lime Cordiale play at the Enmore. And Time was supporting them. And we went so early because we were like, oh my God, we just want to get there. We want to get in there. We saw every act, but I remember Time's set being just incredible. And I remember his band being really cool as well. His band was awesome. His guitarist was really cool. And then 5 years later, we're recording our Minivan EP with Chris Collins, this incredible producer. And I remember seeing this red telly and we were like, oh, it looks familiar, like whatever. We told him about this show. And we were like, yeah, we went and saw Lime Cordiale play at the Squeeze. And he goes, oh, I was there. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I was playing guitar for Time James Organ. I was like, what? No way! This full circle thing. Like our first ever show we went to as a band, and now we're recording our first ever EP with the guy who was playing that night. And we didn't even know. We didn't put two and two together. But, yeah, so cool. So awesome.
Yeah, that's one of those moments where it's like, oh, everything was meant to play out this way. Like, everything is falling into place. That's so cool.
Yeah. I feel like you slowly realize how... It's not like it's just like a tight-knit group that musicians are in Australia. I feel like everyone knows everyone in some kind of way. And I never realized that I would run into so many people that I'd seen before or heard before. Or just like, it just all happens. And it's like, so cohesive and everyone's lovely to each other and everyone kind of works together to just make this amazing scene. Whereas like you look overseas, it's so much more spread out and like no one knows anyone and it's all competitive, and it's just like I feel like Australian music, they just everyone loves everyone, and this whole like, you know, you look at like Hottest 100, everyone's working together to just like be in the same list and everyone celebrates it. It's like a full moment in Australia when the Hottest 100's happening. You know, everyone has listening parties and just does all that, like pubs and clubs and home parties. Everyone's getting involved. It's so awesome. So cool to see.
Yeah. Oh, I never really like think about much other, like, you know, how it is in America, how it is overseas, because I'm so used to our interconnected community here. You go to like something like Big Sound, everyone's just on first name basis. I had dinner one day at Big Sound and there was like 20 artists that made like my top playlist of the year, and I was like, this is so normal, this is casual.
Yeah. It's really, really cool to see. I remember we did Big Sound like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And we were playing the same day as Teenage Dads. It was the first time we met them. And now, maybe 2 months ago, I played a show at the Enmore with them. I went up on stage and I sung a Christmas song with Geordie, and it was just like that whole thing. For 5 years, we've chatted maybe, 10 times. We're really, really like sweet with each other. We see each other out and about. But there was like 5 years later, hey dude, you want to jump up on stage? And now we're like super close. So yeah, it's really cool. It's cool to see.
Yeah, oh, I love that. And thinking about this tour, I'm so interested to know, is there something you're most excited for on this regional tour? Is there like a tour tradition you want to pick up or you want to start? Or is there a certain track you're excited to play for the regional fans? Something that like you wouldn't necessarily do on your normal tour or wouldn't necessarily look forward to on like a capital city tour?
Sure. I've mentioned briefly our crew, but I think that's one thing that I'm excited for in every tour is just hanging out with everyone. It's so much fun. But also, we've been like working on some stuff, and maybe something might make an appearance on the tour that we've been working on, and it could be really fun to test out. But one thing that we realized when we went to the UK, compared to right after our big shows in Australia, you couldn't kind of see people at the back in Australia, and there's a lot of lights, and there's people up there and there's people down here, and then we go to the UK, a week later we're in Bristol and there's 150 people just squeezed into this tiny room, and you are getting eye contact from the person at the back. And I feel like regional tours encapsulate that kind of well. I never say that like a small venue to a big venue is any better or worse than the other, because there's so much good stuff about both of them that I feel like in the regional tour we have the capacity to work on our show a bit more, whereas in the sense that like our chat on stage and interacting with people in the crowd is so much easier when you have a small crowd, that you're not like, hello, it's more like, hey dude, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like, let's talk in the front, and Harley, what have you been up to? Blah blah blah, like any interesting facts about this place that we're at right now, like, so I feel like there's this kind of like you're all in a room jamming together, rather than you're performing and everyone's looking at you like a museum piece. You know what I mean? You get like, it's just so much more intimate and it's so much fun, especially when we head out to like Bunbury and Western Australia and the Northern Territory. It's like you get the names don't spread as far throughout, you get the East Coast, and then you get like the main Perth, but spreading between top and bottom is like, it doesn't get as far. So when we get up there, it's like a way for us to be like, hey guys, this is what's going on down in Eastern Australia and Western Australia. This is what's going on in like here's some cool music, let's have some fun, let's have a chat, like let's jam together. Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, I love that. And it's also like the places that don't necessarily get live music as often as your capital cities. I've been talking to some people who grew up rurally and like regionally, and they're like, yeah, we'd have like one act every 2, 3, 4 weeks. And it's like getting to see those crowds getting really into it because they're not at a gig every 3 days like the rest of us. It's cool.
The best. It's so much fun when when you go out there, they're like, we haven't had someone come out here in ages. Like one thing we did recently was we went to Cornwall in the UK, right? It's this beach town that, like, I don't know if you know where this is, but it's like the only beach town in the UK, supposedly, that's like full. You like feel like you're in Australia. I remember it's beautiful, but it's like full like sand, not rock, beautiful waves, awesome vibe, and we played a venue that was on the beach. You had to walk your gear through the sand to get there, and it full felt like a house party. Like it was just like everyone there was like chatting and talking, but then the band was in the corner ripping, and everyone, just like having so much fun. And there's people in the front row that were like singing their songs, every single word, and they were like, "I'm from Bristol, and I know you guys are playing there next week, but I couldn't get tickets, so I drove all the way to Cornwall to come here." I'm like, "This is the UK. We're on the other side of the world. What are you talking about?" And then I went, "So you couldn't get tickets to Bristol?" And I'm like, "I don't know anyone in Bristol. I'll get you a ticket. Just come." Like, it's, you meet people. And then I saw them in Bristol because I put them on the door. I saw them in Bristol, and they're like, "Thank you so much." The girl started crying. I'm like, "We're in the other side of the world. I don't know how this is so special to you, but thank you so much." And I saw them in Bristol, and they loved the show. They were right in the front row, singing every word again. So it's so much fun. It's so cool with these intimate rooms. It's the best.
Yeah, that's also got to be like such a crazy feeling, being like you're making this music like in such a local area. You see it in the Australian context. You don't realize how much people are relating to it halfway across the world. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I'm every time we talk about going back, I'm like, cool, let's do it. Like, oh man, I just want to be like, if we can grow our our vision and what we want to do, and we want to grow it over there, and we want to grow it here, and we're spreading the seed, making gardens everywhere. But yeah, super excited.
Yeah, I love that. And if you've been online at all this year, if you're a chronically online person like I unfortunately have become, you'd be seeing the 2016 trend everywhere. Everywhere I
Yes,
look, it's people going back to 2016. I look in my
totally.
wardrobe, I've got my gray sweater. It's like the Rions established 2016. It's so
Yes,
cool to think back and be like, a decade ago is when y'all were like meeting and like starting this sort of like
yeah,
music dream. And then if you think about it again, it's been 5 years this year. We're getting up to 5 years since Nightlight came up on Triple J Unearthed and you all won the Unearthed High contest. It's such a
yes.
crazy milestone year this year. How does it feel to look back at those moments and be like, wow, this is where we are now?
We were talking about this the other day. It is like ridiculous. I remember it's so crazy to me that like obviously we had Nightlight come out 5 years ago, and that we debuted on the Hottest 100 that year as well in 51 of all places. Like we thought. I remember we went to. I'm gonna go off on a tangent because this was the coolest day of my life. We got invited to a Lime Cordiale house party, essentially listening party, and we were like the biggest fans. And I still love those guys, but I wouldn't say that I'm like, you know, frantically fanning over them. But at the time we were. So we go in, we showed up early. We were like the only ones there. I'm like, "Hey guys," and he was like, "Oh, what's going on, dude? Come on in." Like, I got to see the bass that was Temper Temper was played on, and we were covering it at the time. So I was like, "Oh, I'm playing Temper Temper on the same bass," and we had the most fun ever. It was so much fun. Like, Rule was there. I got to meet Rule for the first time, which was really awesome. And we were playing ping pong and beer pong, and we were of age. And I remember got to about 70 in the Hottest 100, and we went, "All right, it's time to give up." I don't know why we ever thought we'd get in the Hottest 100, but it's cool. And we were kind of just sitting around the pool at the time. We were hanging out, and we just heard the starting guitar. And we went, "What the hell?" We just started running around in circles. It was so cool. And to think that was 5 years ago, and every year since we've gotten into the Hottest 100 is like incredible. It's the best. So thankful for that. And I just feel like it's been the craziest 5 years of my life. Craziest 10 years of my life. I jumped on the 2016 trend on my story the other night. I was out with the boys. We were just having a few cocktails, and I went, I'm getting on this trend. I had an awesome photo. My mum was a photographer, so she was like, she's all over it. And I was like doing these poses and looking all cute. Yeah, So much fun.
Yes. Oh, I
Crazy
love
10
that.
years. Yes.
It's so crazy to think about, like, watching this trend. I was like, I was 11 years old, and everyone had like fully fledged memories and photos. I'm like, I was a child.
Oh yeah, no, my photos was when I was 11 or 12. Yeah. I went back to I went to my mum's Facebook. I went to 2016. I saw a photo of me at the snow in year 6, and I'm, yeah. And yeah, it was just crazy. And that was when I'd met Tom, and then a couple months later I'd met Asher. And then we started this crazy journey. Like we were almost like 2 months after meeting Asher, we were in music class doing our first ever assessment together, and that's where it formed. It was like we were in music class. Hey guys, you need to do a group project. Me, Tom, and Harley had already done a song together. And Asher was the new kid, and I think he told this story on Instagram recently, but I'm like, I'm always the new kid. What's up? I'm Noah. Welcome to the school. So I saw Asher was there, and I went, hey dude, like, do you play any instruments? And he goes, I'm in a guitar ensemble. I went, you know how to play guitar? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, you want to join us? Sure. And we played, what was the song? Great Big World, Say Something. Probably GCE or something. Harley was on the key. Tom. It's the first video on our Instagram, if you feel like scrolling all the way back. But it was, year 7 in high school. Like pretty much the first couple of months of year 7. We were all 12 years old. I think Harley was 13, and we were just like, let's start this band. Whatever. Let's try it. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's so crazy to think about that. And then, like, you take it into this current context. You'll have so many, like, dedicated fans. You'll have built such, like, it feels weird to call it a fandom because you normally apply that term to, like, boy bands and, like, celebrity pop stars.
Sure.
But you'll have such a dedicated group. It's like, it's my second favorite thing about y'all as a band. The first favorite thing being that y'all literally made Anakin, and it changed my life the time I heard that for the first time. I was like, my life has been permanently changed. But my second favorite thing is that fan base. Y'all just have the most dedicated fans. I've sold merch for y'all at three different occasions, and y'all just like, you'll sell out. The fans come up like, do you have any more? Oh no, that's so okay. You're so okay. And I'm like, oh, how does it feel to like, to look back and have like, be like, okay, this is when we started 10 years ago. 5 years ago, we had that like big moment with Unearthed High, and you've still got this amazing fan base that's still supporting you all every day.
No, I still know so many faces from pop-up events, from merch meet and greets to just seeing them out in the street. Like, there's so many people. Obviously there's the group that runs the All for Rions, or everything for Rions. I don't know what it's called at the moment, but the fan page, they're the sweetest. They gave me this, which is so worn out because I wear it every single day. I have so many of them, but this is the one I'm rocking at the moment. It's the red one. They get on board with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, and we all get our own color theme stuff. I got so many presents from them. It's so cool. I think I have a drawer full of presents just from them. It's awesome. Incredible. It's over there. But yeah, love the fans. They're awesome.
I love that. Okay, and I'm going to switch it now. Flip the fan. You're now the fan in question, and I want to hear what you've been loving. Which Aussie acts and Aussie tunes have you been frothing over lately? What's got you into the new year?
I am lucky enough that everyone that I've been frothing lately is supporting this tour. Literally, that new song, Hot, by Holly and Chloe is so much fun. I love that song so much. Gordon's grandson, incredible. I love that Dregs Like a version. We saw them play at the Spilt Milk run, and whenever that song comes on, I'm always take on me. It's so cool. But yeah, just everyone that I've been loving lately is this kind of Capes is really cool. I don't know if you've heard Capes before. He's been in the top 3 of like the Triple J Unearthed High 3 years in a row, and hasn't managed to get that winning spot, and I feel so bad because he's so awesome. Obviously everyone that's won deserves it so much, but he was in that kind of finals bracket with us as well, and it's just so cool. Everyone is so awesome in this industry, and I feel like everyone's so unique. There's so much unique music coming out. Um, but yeah, that hot song, I'm all over that at the moment. It's so cool.
Yes. Oh, I
Yeah.
am like certified Holly Hebe #1 fan. I am
Oh,
obsessed
me
over
too.
here.
Yeah. I think I have some merch somewhere. Should have rocked it for this. Yeah,
Next time.
yeah, definitely.
Yes. Oh, I'm loving those pics, and I'm getting more excited for the tour now. I have to wait till the end of the tour leg for y'all to come up to Queensland, but I'm so excited. If y'all are watching and you haven't already gotten a ticket, what are you doing? Buy more, buy 5, buy
Guys, come
10.
on.
Come along.
Except for at Mona Bell, that one sold out pretty quick. But that's the hometown show.
You
Thanks,
missed your
people in Mona
chance.
Bell. Miss your chance. But guys, come on, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah,
Yes. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for making me time to chat about this tour.
of course. I got the day off. I'm just hanging about, so more than happy to chat.